Welcome back to the Lane One Show. Case, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. How's it going up for you?
Well, I am actually in quarantine right now, if you can believe that. So,
It's tough.
it's not great. Second day up here, I got exposed to COVID. So we're parked in the dorm room for 14 days. But it's okay, because I get to just watch football and do nothing for 14 days. So we'll see how that goes. We're 2 days in right now, and I haven't, killed myself yet. So
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I'd say it's a win, definitely.
I mean,
They're
Tom
bringing
Brady's
us
back. Tom
What's
Brady's
that?
back.
One more time.
Tom Brady back to the conference championships.
Tom Brady. What the heck? Hey, is Drew Brees done, though?
No.
Honestly, though, the way he, when he was walking out of that tunnel, he kind of, turned back and, looked one final time. I don't know if you saw that at the stadium. That kind of, I don't know, that kind of made it seem like maybe that's just kind of he doesn't know, so he wants to make sure he gets that final look in case he does call it quits. But I hope he doesn't. I'm a big Drew Brees fan.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he's been out for a lot of the season though. Though he probably doesn't know if he can get injured, by next season. And just if he
Yeah.
gets injured, he's done. He's
Oh, yeah. I mean, what is he, 42?
yeah.
I mean, not that that's old, but for a quarterback, it's not young.
Yeah,
So,
no. Yeah,
but
geez.
that could also be a factor. He was hurt a lot of this season, so maybe he feels like he's not done yet. But I mean, you don't want to just die on the football field either. You want to be there for I mean, he's got kids and stuff, and someday grandkids. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd kind of be surprised if he came back, but I'd also be pretty excited about that because he's always been fun to watch.
Well, I mean, you look at Tom Brady. He didn't give up after the Patriots dropped him. He just went to the Bucks. So
Does Drew Brees go somewhere else? That'd be intense.
Drew Brees goes to the Patriots.
Oh my,
Just flips it around.
that'd be awesome. They just won a championship. Would not
Yeah.
surprise me. Anyway, so how you been, man? How's this week been for you?
Not too bad. Just getting ready for classes starting up, which is rough.
Is that
But
tomorrow for you
not
guys too?
Yeah. Yep.
Heck yeah. So you said you have one in person and the rest are online, right?
So they moved the one that was in person to online.
Okay.
Because the instructor was like, "This is dumb."
That saves you a drive into school every day, I guess.
Yeah.
I have two classes that are online because the professor teaches both of those classes and his mom's in a nursing home. So he doesn't want to get
Oh.
COVID from one of us and then go kill her. So I respect that.
Yeah,
Um,
that's respectable.
I'm gonna have to be all online for these first 2 weeks that I'm in quarantine here. But some of my professors definitely just do not know how to do online. So
No.
I'm just not gonna have to do that, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah, you been working?
Yeah. I got my hours cut down though since school is starting back up, which is
Yeah,
tough. But
definitely. February 1st, restaurants open back up. I saw
yeah.
exciting stuff.
Yeah,
That
but yeah, so many people do online orders now. I doubt they're even gonna come in.
Yeah, they're all used to just doing it on their phone.
Yeah.
Be interesting. But they're also probably. I mean, I remember when dining opened up back in the summer for the first time. We were all like, "We're going to eat every day because we could." I don't
Yeah.
know. Be interesting. I know I'm going to eat because February 1st is the day I get out of quarantine, the day after. So I'm definitely going to eat. It's like a
Oh,
double
for sure.
double thing there. But nothing more crazy happening in Outback this week. Just the same old grind.
So one of my coworkers got an order of 23 Midwell steaks.
That's gonna take a while.
Oh, yeah. It was insane. The
Wow.
ticket for it was super long, over a foot long.
Oh yeah, because you guys actually have physical tickets, right?
Yeah, we have the traditional food tickets, yeah.
Okay.
So dumb.
So I'm just picturing some of the cooks that I worked with, just what the hell? They get 23 medium well steaks. That's a little ridiculous. Wait, so one person?
Yeah, it was from one order. Like,
It better be a massive party, or else he's just about to feast, about to chow down.
stock, stocking up on your Outback steaks before
You
the
got to
world
do
ends.
it. You got to do it. According to Laney Bloom last week, it beats Chili's. So what are you gonna do?
Oh, That's just maybe that's why we got that. Laney Bloom said something about it. Somebody was just like, man, I want
Realistically,
Outback now.
Day One Show. We should get a little sponsorship from Outback since we're giving them so much business.
Oh, and Chili's, because
Yeah,
Penske just said Chili's the
Penske
best,
massive.
like hands down.
Again, I'm still grateful for that, Alex. I'll have to see what this week's guest has to say about the old Chili's Outback debate because right now, as we stand, it's 2-1 you. So
Well, it's not quite 2-1 because the first person didn't go to Chili's, so you
that
can't.
is true. That is true. I should have been like slipping our guest $20 bills in the mail this whole week.
Oh yeah,
Get him or her to, hop on the varsity team and vote Chili's.
yeah.
How's mud wrestling coming over there? Are you getting that actually kind of implemented into the system there, or is that still a work in progress?
Yeah, mud wrestling more like death fighting, I guess, but
23
close
states come in and
enough,
just,
right?
ah! Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the way she goes.
a whole bunch of my coworkers are UFC fans,
Okay,
so it is death fighting. It'd be death fighting if anything.
so they're ready to just put the smackdown on somebody.
Yeah, and I'm the smallest person, so
Oh no, yeah, but you can run, you can escape.
yeah, but you can't run around a ring for that long.
That's also true. Oh, so you guys are going to get a ring in Outback and actually have legitimate UFC fights?
Well, we have a side building, so technically, if it
Oh,
were
like a
to
little like
happen,
shed out by the back area. That kind
uh, no, we have like a connected building.
of okay.
Like there's a part of our building that's not being used like whatsoever, but to like store stuff.
We have like a walk-in like cooler in the freezer, right?
Yeah,
You could just fight in the freezer.
that's a really small freezer. Yeah,
That'd
that'd be
be a very
rough.
intense fight. There's no dodging anything in there. You're taking every single punch that gets thrown.
Oh yeah, there's no backing up to the ropes. You're already against the ropes.
Yeah, this ain't no wussy crap. This is real freezer Outback scrapping.
Oh yeah,
That's
can you
the way
hit
to
with some
go.
frozen fries?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Use the food as weapons.
oh yeah.
Definitely. I don't know. Do you think you could eat 23 steaks in one day?
I mean, it depends on the size. So the ones they ordered were 11 ounce, which no, I could not eat 23 11-ounce steaks. That's a
A
lot of
lot of
meat.
ounces. Was it like 200? I don't know. 260. I don't know. It's a lot of ounces. A lot of
It's uh,
pounds.
it's 200 plus. That's too much.
I wonder what the record is for most steaks eaten in one day. It's got to be up there.
Oh yeah, it has to be probably at least 100 ounces of steak.
What's the largest? Have you ever had like a 2 pound steak or anything like that big?
I don't know if I've quite had 2 pounds, but I've had a little over a pound.
That's still pretty massive. I mean, not many places that I know actually serve 2 pound steaks on the menu.
Yeah, because we have our 22-ounce porterhouses, which are, pretty big, but
That's still pretty huge. That's a big old cut of meat.
well, you also have to think like the T-bone in it, takes up some of the meat or some of the weight. Like not a lot, but just
That's
enough.
true. Yeah. But still, that's still a lot of
Oh,
meat.
it's a lot of meat. Yeah.
Where was the best steak you'd ever had if you had to pick?
I mean, I haven't been to a lot of fancy steak places, but
Yeah, me either.
when some of the grill cooks give me a little slice of stuff that gets returned to us, yeah, it's definitely Outback.
Okay. I
Because
don't know if
those
I've
people
ever actually had steak at Outback.
really.
Yeah, but we need to make that happen when I get back.
Oh no, no, I'll just ship it to you. Like,
Oh, there you go.
oh, yeah, just a random steak.
Guarantee I would be the only guy up here getting steak in the mail. That would be legendary.
Oh, it probably wouldn't even be good by then. It would be like 3 weeks later.
What are you gonna do?
Has something grown out of it.
Good for the immune system. Since I might
Oh
have
yeah.
COVID now.
Oh yeah. Then you just get like, what is that, like E. coli or like salmonella poisoning or something crazy.
Eh, you know. I feel like once you have COVID, that's kind of like you can kind of handle anything if you get through COVID, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Worth a shot. So send that steak and we'll test the theory.
All right, bet.
We'll see. Anyway, so the first thing we're gonna talk about here is it's pretty chilly outside. I don't know how's the weather down there. You guys getting more snow?
A little bit light dusting, but it's still pretty icy now.
So we wanted to talk about they debate, in the winter in Michigan, running on a treadmill versus running outside in the winter. I know you. I don't think you're a big treadmill guy, are you?
No, I've ran on treadmills before, usually because it's like midnight when I've done it.
So it's
But
not really ever
outside of that,
because of icy roads.
no, I'd rather run on the roads every day of the week.
Yeah, same here. I don't really mind the treadmill. I used to hate it with a passion, but it's not that bad to me. But see, I don't watch TV or listen to music when I'm on the treadmill. So I'm just on the treadmill, just going with nothing, no stimulation for how many miles. Um, so in that respect, I'd definitely rather be out on the roads, looking
Mm.
around at scenery and stuff. But have you ever wiped out for that reason because you're running outside instead of on the treadmill, like slipped on some ice
More than once, yeah.
more than a few times?
Yeah, I've torn the pants and leggings before by falling on ice. It's
You
not
just get
fun.
home all just bloody. Parents are like, what the heck? Yeah, there was one time a couple years ago. I think it was my junior year. It was icing enough the school got canceled, and we'd
Mm,
already had like 6 or 8 or whatever days where we were over our limit
yeah,
for the year. So our school usually was pretty. They didn't want to call a snow day at that point because we would have had to make it up. So the fact that they called a
yeah.
snow day that day meant it was pretty bad, and I still went out for a run. I think it was a 7 miler. I wiped out 3 separate times. Um, I think I pinched a nerve in like my up here, like my neck and my shoulder, and I busted my watch right in half. Iron Man,
Oh,
like right here,
dang.
just split. Yeah, so that was. Now I should have just turned around after I fell the first time, but I didn't know if anyone saw me, so I was like, "Oh no, I gotta keep going." And at that point, I just got progressively more angry every single time that I fell, and so that's the way it goes. Still beats the treadmill in my book.
Well, yeah, you can't be beat by the road. You gotta finish the run.
And it's part of the you kind of lose your mind sometimes. I feel like when you've been running every day for weeks and months, and in the winter and like you're going frozen Siberia, and when you're out there on those runs, there's no like life of any kind, so you feel truly
Yeah,
alone, and it kind of messes with your head. So you kind of get in that worry mentality, like when you fall down, it's like, oh, this ice is gonna beat me, as if the ice is a person or something. So that's definitely part of it. Um, I don't know. It just feels like real running to me. Where I mean, obviously you're still getting the same out of a treadmill, except for hills and stuff, obviously. But I don't know. I like to do like a 1% incline when I'm on the treadmill, just because I've heard that makes the pace actually accurate. Because it does kind of
hmm,
give you a little bit of a bounce when you're like a little extra sprint in your step. It feels like.
yeah, for sure. But the one thing I hate about it is you can't get a full stride on it. You have to cut your stride like in half most of the time.
Yeah, I
For
guess it depends on
sure.
the length of the deck.
Yeah, I haven't had very long treadmills, so I can't say much on that. But
I remember hearing the story when my mom, like I was like a super tiny baby. Um, my mom was downstairs running on our treadmill, and I crawled over to her, and like my dad was like, "No, get back here," and I wouldn't listen to him because that's how I am. And I
yeah,
tried to like get up on the treadmill, and like I don't remember how it ended. If she like dove and saved me, or she saved me somehow. I don't remember how it worked out, but so I guess I was a treadmill guy back then, but not so much anymore.
fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah, it's I don't know, but yeah, I don't watch TV or anything because I just can't focus. Even if I'm just jogging, I don't know. Do you like the few times you've run on a treadmill? Do you actually watch TV, go listen to music?
no, I just stare straight at a wall, and it's really awkward. Like it's just super
See, we
awkward.
sound like truly insane people probably right now to everyone watching this.
Yeah, or you just stare at like the mini track that's on like the treadmill, and you're like, man, this is taking a while to get around this 400 meters.
Oh, do you have one of the ones where like it shows the dot like where you would be on the track?
Well, I don't have one at home, but when I was at college before the whole pandemic happened, my dorm had a like a gym in the basement.
In the dorm?
Yeah,
Oh, that's sick.
yeah, it's super sick. But yeah,
Yeah, ours have those too. But it like starts you in the middle of the like it has the digital oval, but it starts
yeah,
to lap like in the center. It's really confusing. I don't know. Maybe
it
that's just
doesn't make any sense. They don't start at like the starting line. They
no, it
just
started right
like,
in the middle. What if tracks actually started right in the middle, like just dead center in the straightaway?
That'd be the worst.
Oh, that'd be terrible. I would quit track immediately.
Oh yeah, same.
Say,
Because then
coach,
you're finishing kick.
I'm done.
Like it's not a finishing kick anymore. You're just like
Yeah, you're just there.
you're just there. Yeah.
A couple of guys I run with were talking about in high school. They had a meet, like it was one of those like goofy relay meets, but every race was run clockwise, so backwards. And I just don't know if I could actually get my body to make a right turn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, honestly, that hurts my soul. Like just deep down.
If I had to run backwards on the track, I might just still turn left and crash into some trees or something. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like no, no, that's just not right. That's
You're
not
finishing your
the
kick on the curve. What if
yeah.
tracks were just a full circle, like a geometric circle?
A geometric like 400-meter circle.
Just an absolute pure circle.
Honestly,
That would you be faster or slower? I feel like you'd be
I
slower because there's no straightaway.
honestly, I think we need to invent this.
Circle
We need to
track
find an area, make like a 400-meter circle, like a perfect one, and make a track.
because the curves are less, severe or sharp on the actual
Yeah.
curves, but then you don't get a straightaway. So I feel like maybe, I mean, distance would probably be pretty close because it's a distance race. Well, for sprints,
Hmm.
that'd be interesting. I think it'd be slower, but we'll see. We'll make a once we get wrist and stuff. We'll make a 400-meter circle. We'll figure this out.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did we tell you about? I'm sure we did. The time that when I was a freshman at Perry, we convinced one of the seniors on the team that the track we went to Lansing Catholic, and we were like, oh, this track's a 500-meter track, and we actually convinced him. Did we tell you about that?
I was there that day, actually, yeah.
Oh yeah, Hazel always goes through that. That's right.
Yeah, yeah. So we were there that day, and I was just laughing. I was laughing the whole time.
That was great. We were like, oh, dude, this track's a 500-meter track, so make sure you like pace yourself because it's a new track, so they have to adapt to all our advancements in technology, nutrition, and speed and everything. So they still call it a 400, but it's actually a 500-meter track. And he believed us, and it took a lot of convincing. And I'm really proud of the guys on the team because they. I mean, I didn't come up with the idea. I can't take credit for that. I wish I could, but we all played it off very well, and they're very convincing here. And but it actually came back to bite us in the butt because turns out this guy was running the 400 leg of the DMR that I was in, and
Oh no.
he gets the baton and he starts jogging, and we're like, "What's he doing?" And then we're like, "Oh no, he thinks it's a 500-meter track, so he's pacing himself." I don't know why he wouldn't just sprint the 500, but still, so that ended up biting us in the butt. But it was still a good time.
Yeah, I can imagine, but yeah, I can't even imagine watching somebody jog for like a 400.
We're like, "What is he doing?" And then we're like, "Oh, this is our fault. What did we do?" It was not
Oh,
good.
wasn't that the same year Chelsea showed up and like just destroyed everybody by like a lap?
In the DMR,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
I think so.
they had like Tom Oates for the mile, and it was just like
Tom Oates was crazy. We
he
should get
just
him on the show.
dropped. Yeah, he just dropped something like the 420s or something like that or faster, and it's like, oh shoot.
I remember at Mason, which he would have been at too, that sophomore
Yep.
year, your junior year.
Yeah.
You're in like 419 or something in the mile, and it was just like everyone's a half lap behind. And I'm just like, who is this guy?
Oh yeah, you just see him cooking it by himself, and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
he's still
all
doing.
alone.
Yeah, you have like a stopwatch. You see him still holding the pace, and you're like, dang, he's going fast.
He went out west somewhere to college, didn't he?
Maybe I don't really follow him honestly.
Let's look. I thought
Surprisingly,
he went way out west.
I have to check that. Yeah, shoot.
Pull up A-net here. We'll see.
Let's see. Yeah,
Tom Oates.
but yeah, you should have seen him at the state meet that year. Whew.
Oh yeah, because they're D2 like you guys, right?
Yeah, he was the last leg of Chelsea's 4x8, and boy did he
That's like
cook that.
devastating.
It was like a 150 flat or something crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Cause okay, so it was what was it? Flint Powers. So they
Yeah.
had like a commanding lead. Like they're looking great. Like easy win, right? Going in the last leg. So the guy they put in was the injured guy because he was like a senior or something. Instead of putting in like the sophomore or junior who was doing just fine.
Oh my gosh.
So like it comes down to the final kick, and this guy's tightening up hard. 50 meters to go. He's looking back at Tom Oates. He's just I feel bad for him because it's hard to watch somebody tighten up like that, especially an injured person.
Yeah.
And right before the line, he falls off the track,
Oh,
gets DQ'd.
so they don't. That
So
poor
they don't
dude.
even
That's why
mess.
he has to finish his high school career.
That's how you finish your high school career is everybody else on your team being like, we just ran
So,
our hearts out.
so if they would have had the other guy run anchor and not the injured guy, Clint Powers would have had the race.
Most likely.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe. We don't quite know because Tom Oates could have still dropped a
It
hard
is still,
time.
but so Tom Oates crushed some souls that day.
Oh, Tom Oates just hauled.
Did
Like
he
it
run the
was.
mile?
I don't know if he ran the. Probably won the mile. Wait, did he win the mile at States that year? I don't remember. Shoot, I know he
All I know
ran.
is if he would have been in D3, that would have been a heck of a mile. If he would have been in there
Yeah.
with Kloss and Ransom Allen and there was a couple other guys, that'd have been fun.
Oh yeah, that'd been a tough race.
Well, in that year too, Micah Beauregard ran 424 estates from Stockbridge at
Oh
D3. So
yeah.
that would have been just insane.
Well, we also had Ben Jacobs that year too, who was in his junior year. So that was an epic race.
So yeah, so he would have probably beat Oates in the mile then. I
It would
guess
have been
so, though.
close. It would have been really close.
They were both pretty quick.
Yeah. Hold on
Move.
a second.
They could go.
Now that we have the internets,
Listen to that boy type.
yeah, I finally learned how to type, guys. Surprise, surprise. Uh, all right. Dang it! It didn't say I typed oats. You gotta be kidding me.
Or the autocorrect monster get you.
Yeah, for real though. Where is it? Yeah, so he ran the mile and the 800 that year. He took second in both.
Oates in the state championship.
Yep.
So we tripled then if you're in that 4x8 too.
Yeah, he ran a 155 800.
Who won the 800? Did Jacobs win the 800 too then?
No, it was a different guy. But yeah, he ran a 417 mile, and I think that was Jacobs that year.
Wow. Oates
That
ran
was,
417 and lost?
yeah.
Man,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was this random guy who just came out and crushed with a another 155 to win.
jeez. That just breaks your
Yeah, so
heart.
it was an intense state meet.
Although 155, that's what D3 was that year too. That was a
Oh
fast
yeah,
year.
that's
That
right.
was just a quick year.
That's fast. Oh yeah, no, it was oh man, I don't want to mispronounce his name, but I know I will. Uh
Go for it.
Schwabi from Coldwater.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was quick. He ran a 416. Shoot.
I forgot about him. Where'd he end up
Yeah,
going to college? Do we
he
know?
went to Wisconsin.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Oates, by the way, went to Colorado State. I just looked it up.
Oh, nice. Nice,
Colorado
nice.
State. Yeah, he's getting it done. Well, back to talking about running in the cold here. We want to kind of talk about YakTrax a little bit. Little things that go over your shoe, help you run on the ice. What are your thoughts on those?
So, I got him freshman year 'cause I had a few friends that used them. I think James used them, Alex used them. Honestly, they're a pain to get on. Absolute pain. Hate them. Hate putting them on. But yeah, they work. They work great. So they either have like rubber on the bottom or metal on the bottom, depending on which ones you get.
Okay.
Rubber ones aren't great, but the metal ones are like a dream.
Wow, interesting. Never
Yeah,
tried them, and I live in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, so maybe I should give them a try.
you should give them a try.
So
Now,
you just
not
running on slippery ice when you normally fall, and you're just cooking right along, no problem.
yeah, I mean I've never fallen with them, so.
Does it feel any different, like awkward to run on, or do you get used to it, or can you not even tell it's there?
You know, I haven't used them all out recently since we haven't had ice out, but you do feel them for a while because they are different because it's something that goes around your shoe.
Yeah,
But you get used to them pretty quick. You know, it's not too drastic.
gotcha. I
It's
should
like
how much do they go for usually? Like how much they
uh,
cost?
like $20. I think.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No,
Do they
I'm
get
not.
like worn out at all? Do you know? Like, would you have to replace them ever?
Probably not. No, like
You said the metal
they're
ones, not the
pretty.
rubber ones, or what you'd want to go for.
Yeah, get the metal ones because the
Okay.
rubber ones don't quite break the ice.
I'll take
So
a look at that. Definitely interesting. Because yeah, that I've wiped out more than a few times on some ice because I'm too stubborn to just hit the treadmill. And speaking of that, we talked about not watching TV or anything on that. What are your
mm,
thoughts on listening to music during runs? Are you a big music guy?
I haven't listened to music on runs outside of mostly just warm ups if I'm with the team and somebody has a speaker, maybe I'll listen to it. But outside of that, no, I just
Same
can't
here.
do it.
It just breaks your focus, and not even the fact not even focus in the sense of focusing on your pace or anything like that, because that just kind of comes.
Mm,
But to me, a distance runner or a base runner or anything like that is like meditation for a runner, you know?
yeah,
And it's almost like the music kind of breaks that sometimes or messes up your cadence because of the beat, or you get really excited about a song and you start moving and then screw yourself up. I don't know. I know guys that listen to music on every single run they go on. Um, for me, it's got to feel natural, and music kind of just breaks that feeling for me.
yeah. Like I might get a song in my head for a little bit during a run, but that's
Oh,
as
yeah.
close to like listening to music, I guess. But
Yeah, I pretty much always have a song in my head. That's just how I am, like nonstop on runs. Um, Even if I'm not really aware of it, but yeah, I've been listening to music on runs since middle school probably. Which
yeah,
I don't have anything against that. Well, personally, it's just not what I do.
yeah, I just don't understand it. But
But yeah, like you said, warm ups, different story.
oh no,
Right
warm
there.
ups. I am.
Yeah.
I'll be listening to some like heavy music to just
Oh
get
yeah,
that
some hard
pump.
stuff. Get the
Yeah,
juices pumping.
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
But yeah, never been a big like. It's just again, it's a like almost like a. I don't want to sound weird on you, but like a spiritual experience. Like out all alone, especially in the winter because no one else is out there. It's just you and your territory is what it feels like.
yeah, no, I feel that. I even wrote a paper on that for a class once for
Oh
one of my
really?
college classes. Yeah, because
How
like
many how many like academic papers have you used running as like your basis for the paper?
surprisingly only one.
Okay. I mean, obviously a lot of prompts that you'll get are pretty specific, but I've definitely used a good amount, or I've definitely used running for a good amount of papers. Just because like it's something that we're so in tune with that when you write about something, um, it makes it that much more like truthful and accurate. It's coming from something that you know very well.
Yeah, for sure.
So the next thing we want to talk about was the whole lifting versus body weight exercises for a runner, and obviously that varies based on body type and especially specialty, like a distance runner versus a 400-meter runner.
Yeah.
Um, what's kind of your history on that, and what are your thoughts on body weight versus lifting?
So, I started out with body weight exercises because, you don't want to start on weights when you're, you know, super young.
Yeah,
But, you know, I guess I really didn't look at body weight exercises that much as I should have. Because then I just, I always want to transition to weightlifting because, my older brother's super big into weightlifting. So,
yeah,
you see them getting those nice looking muscles and you're like, dang, I want that. You know what I mean?
yeah. I don't know any like middle schooler who didn't want to get into weightlifting.
Yeah. So then I got into lifting for a while, took it pretty seriously. And then after high school, I started realizing like going between body weight exercises and lifting is honestly like the best method, you know what I mean?
A little bit
Especially
of
if
both.
especially if you're getting back into it, back into running and stuff like that, taking it easy on your bodies better than taking an injury.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, building up some muscle mass will help, but that's to a point and to a very small point. It
Yeah.
seems like a distance runner. What good is big old biceps going to do you? It's if anything, it's going to slow you down.
Yeah.
But I also think it's important to stay well-rounded as an athlete, and
Hmm.
I think weightlifting can help with that. Because you don't want to, as soon as you start running and that's all you do. Because like back to like my sophomore year in high school, that was pretty much me, and I really didn't do any kind of strength, like body weight lifting, anything.
Yeah.
Um, I ran, and that was it. Because I was like, I don't want to get big and then get slow. Um, but and that's where you run into injuries. Is if you that's all you do. You got to stay well-rounded.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
I mean, that can be achieved probably through yoga or any. I mean, I'm not a yoga guy, but whatever you do. But to me, it's body weight. It's really body
Mhm.
weight. And obviously, I've done some lifting, in my running career, but it's not. It's a secondary goal with that strength exercise, where running is obviously your primary. So secondary is just to stay well-rounded as an athlete. I mean, your main goal there is to avoid injury. So it's not to get big;
Yeah.
it's to avoid injury and stay well-rounded. So that's why
Yeah.
I think sometimes lifting can people can get too caught up in that if their main goal is to be a competitive runner.
Yeah, I feel that. I've seen definitely a few distance runners bulk up way too much than they should have, obviously. I mean, it's all depends on how you work out, your workout routines. If you're just doing pumping heavy weights every day or, just trying to get like endurance muscle with doing, lighter weights with more reps or something like that. So, yeah, honestly, it all depends on how you're treating your training. Just like with body weight, I guess, too. All in the
Yeah, I
technique.
mean, oh, sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, technique.
Well,
That's
and
all.
everyone knows their own body. You know what I'm saying? Better than
Yeah.
anybody else. So you kind of know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Some people put on muscle easier than others, and some people are more prone to injuries than others. So you got to know for yourself. What I think.
Yeah,
We
that's
should,
true.
we should do that's our next mile, the bulk up mile.
Oh God.
Everyone just get massive, and then we'll run a mile.
Yeah, we all just get
You
up to like 250, just
That'd
absolutely
take
shredded.
that'd take a few decades potentially for me.
Yeah, 250,
I was thinking
no
like
fat.
175.
Yeah, no, 250, no fat at all. So like 0% body fat.
Oh yeah, no, you can't be fat at all. It's
Absolutely shredded.
got to be 1% body fat. DK
And
Metcalf looking.
no stretching either. So you're just super tight all the time.
Your stride length is like that.
Yeah, you just feel like your quads tearing every time you take a step.
The muscle tear mile. We gotta tear our muscles,
Yeah,
like all of our leg muscles, and then run a mile. Honestly, that's probably impossible. No, that was stupid.
you could crawl it. You could crawl the mile.
But there you go, the crawling mile. We don't
Oh,
even
let's
run it at
do
all.
it.
We just crawl it.
Yeah, you know.
We could train for that though.
Oh, we could.
Just crawl everywhere you go. Build up crawling form, and then just dominate.
Well, yeah, your knees have to touch the ground if you're crawling, or else it becomes like a bear crawl, and that's not quite the same.
Yeah, we'd have to have judges for sure, officials,
Yeah,
to make sure there's no tomfoolery going on there.
could do the
Yeah,
bloody foot mile. We do it barefoot.
yeah. After seeing what happened with you there, I think I'm gonna take a pass on the barefoot mile.
Well, then we do the barefoot mile straight into the crawling mile.
Not because we want to crawl, but because it's required because our feet are no longer functioning.
Exactly.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man. So the next thing we had here was, what do you think the ultimate runner sport is beyond running?
All right. So, talking with a whole bunch of people and hearing from other teams, a lot of it's ultimate frisbee from other teams. But, I also hear spike ball quite a bit too, because, that's such a big sport coming up.
Yeah.
And then, you have us who play football, full contact. But I've also known runners who like just played soccer and like tore a muscle somehow, like not even doing anything crazy or like they just strained a muscle. And I'm like, well, we did full contact football.
Well, the thing about when we played full contact football is we had zero lateral movement at all.
Well, yes, but we also just would hit hard and then just continue to keep pushing when they're on the ground.
Yeah, we hit hard, but I mean, we can fly going straight, but once you start talking side to side, it's kind of over.
Well,
Um, that's why, yeah, I think ultimate frisbee's got to be the ultimate running sport because we're
that's
just
true.
flying. Remember that time at the campsite after that one night when it was like you, me, and I don't know who, a couple other guys,
Uh, yeah, it had to be Ben and Skinner.
and we almost took out those two girls.
Oh yeah, we were just cooking that thing.
Someone caught it, and I turned around and I saw you going, and the chase was on. Maybe was I receiving or you were, whoever it was, both
One
of
of us
us were
was.
just motoring it. Whoever was receiving caught it, and they were just kind of moseying around, walking very slowly, and just kind of looking at us. And then they must have seen us sprinting at them. They must not have thought we were going to get there that fast, and all of a sudden we were on top of them. And I remember if it was you or me who made the catch, we literally like jumped over them, caught it, came down.
Oh yeah, well I mean we were on like an NFL 40-yard dash right there. Like
I mean, after camping for that many days, I think our minds were kind of gone, and we were just saw red and just go.
oh we played out of our minds. That wasn't even. We had a number of instances just like that where we just like just cooked,
That
just
was
turning
about the
things.
hardest I've ever sprinted in my life.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't even feel it that night walking back to the campsite either. And
No,
that's
the
like
two
two
mile
miles.
death march back to the campsite.
Yeah,
I
to
mean, I
go.
think I was probably barefoot. I think we probably all were.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know. Maybe we had shoes. I mean, because it was at the beach. Either way, we were motoring.
oh yeah.
Can't wait to go camping again.
Neither can I.
It's gonna be awesome.
We should see if cottages are open and probably get like a cottage for like
Oh,
really
that would
brief
be
period.
intense.
Exactly.
That'd be real intense. I'm gonna
But
make that happen.
I'm not sure if they're open during the winter. They should be, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll be home in May. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
All I know is we got to go to all the track meets we can get to.
Oh yeah.
Because last year I went to 0 high school track meets. Harry
Shoot.
Hazlitt meets, and then just all the big hitters.
Yeah.
Because based on that game we had a couple weeks ago, where we're guessing Michigan runners, we didn't really do so hot. So
No,
maybe
well,
we got to get to some more meets.
yeah, we do.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. Yeah, spike ball though too. Spike ball's happening. It's getting televised a lot more. It's just I don't know if it's as because I mean it's basically volleyball inverted.
Yeah.
I think I'd still probably rather play volleyball. Just because you got
Yeah.
dunks and stuff like that. But spike ball is hard to beat, especially because you're all running around the
hmm
thing. It's pretty intense.
Well, I mean, the only thing with spike ball is it's a little bit more expensive than just going out and buying a frisbee or like a volleyball or basketball or football or something like that. You have to buy the full set for it, and
Yeah, that's fair.
you have to carry that around and get that set up instead of just going out to a field and just doing stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of our specialty is just going to fields and doing stuff.
Random fields, random parks.
Yeah, yeah. Well, is disc golf in the equation now too? I don't know a lot of runners who do disc golf, but
You know,
we're the first
I'll,
two.
so far I've gotten two people to play disc golf. Actually, more. I've gotten most of the guys' team to play disc golf. So
Beautiful,
you know,
beautiful, beautiful.
gotta start advertising.
Well, Ben sent me a picture of the bowling results when you guys went out a couple nights ago, and
Oh, yeah, we're
what happened there, man?
so okay. So I thought I had the first game. You know, I was doing pretty good, and then all of a sudden, like literally the ninth frame gets a strike for Ben. Like we're just like, okay, Ben figured it out, right? So he's pretty far behind. He has no chance of catching up. Gets in the 10th frame, two more strikes in a row, and we're like, he takes the lead.
So Ben just sucked for 8 frames,
Ben just
as
blew
you'd
for
probably expect.
blew chunks for 8 frames, and then all of a sudden was just like, oh, this is easy.
He probably like gave up and just like threw the ball without even aiming, and then just
No, he kept saying, man, I don't know what's going on, and like I don't even know what I'm doing. And he's just like, I looked at Case's form, and then I just kind of copied part of that, and then it worked. And I was like, that's not fair. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
well, yeah. Because what did you score? Like you didn't.
Oh, I didn't break 100 the first game.
So
No,
how was copying your form? I can just see Ben getting so upset and then just nailing a couple and being like, "Oh yeah, I planned that."
no, he didn't get upset. He was just like, yeah, you guys need to slow down so I can catch up. And then all of a sudden he takes the lead and wins, and we're just like, Ben, what the heck?
Ben, shout out to you, bowling champion.
Oh yeah, and then the next game he took off. So that's not even, yeah.
I've broken 100 in bowling, I think 3 times in my career. which I'm pretty proud of. I think 125 is my highest score.
It's pretty
The other
solid.
two 100 breakers were like 102 and 104, I think. So
Not bad,
usually
not
I'm right
bad.
around 65, 70.
That's not
So,
terrible.
no, well, what are you gonna do? I might be the worst bowler in history.
No, no, no. Jack Darling is mostly
I
because
forgot about that. Yeah, I take it
he
back.
just can't get the ball down without hitting it into the gutter.
Well, he never gone bowling before until we took him a couple years ago, and for some reason they had this ball at the bowling alley where the holes were the right size for his fingers, but they were way too far apart. So he was like trying to stretch out, and he was like, holding it like that, like he couldn't even get his fingers in because there was such a big gap. And it was like that thing was in the gutter before the first like set of arrows, like 2 feet.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, he would just. It almost looked like he just aimed straight for the gutter and just threw it sideways into the gutter and somehow made it all the way down.
Pretty much. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know how his ball's gonna get stuck, but if we're talking in terms of proportionally to how long we've each been playing, it'd be pretty close. Unless
yeah.
I go bowling about twice a year.
Yeah, we did see that
It's
one
always a
fact on the
travesty. It's a
screen.
travesty.
Well, yeah, because what was it? We started doing the thing, like they had a fact on the screen. It was like whoever's in last place after like the fifth frame has to buy everybody drinks. And I don't know how it always happened. Like you would be in the lead, like super far in the lead by like
Oh
the
yeah,
third frame,
and then
and
just
then
die.
Tyler and I would just pop off, and then you'd be buying us drinks every single time.
Well, every time I'd be like, guys, no, I don't want to do it this game because I don't want to buy more drinks because like I knew it would be me. Yeah, every time I'm being the lead after four, and then fifth frame something
Yeah, just
went downhill.
you'd go like double gutter somehow.
I got a lot of double gutters in my bowling career. It's kind of the Ryan special,
Yeah,
right, right in the gutter. What are you gonna do? So maybe bowling not the biggest runner sport.
not meant for runners, no.
You're a runner, don't go bowling.
Unless you're a runner that's really good at bowling, then like teach us.
We'd love to know how to bowl. If you know how to bowl, if you know the secret, hit us up. We'll
Yeah,
have you on as a guest appearance to be the bowling special.
exactly. Yeah, the
Bowling
bowling
show, bowling
special.
special, brought to you by not Capitol anymore because they're closed.
I really hope somebody buys them up and like reopens it because
Another bowling alley.
have
Hey,
a have a.
maybe lane one show if we start to make it a little bit. Which speaking of that, 200 views on last week's episode. Um,
Wait, we
you
broke
know,
200.
well, maybe it's 199. Hold on, let me look.
It was super close. Yeah, hold on.
Either way, we're like right there,
It was
which
above
is
189.
a career high for us. Let's check it out
Yeah,
here.
that was. Shout out to you guys coming in.
200
Coming in clutch.
exactly
200. Wait. Oh man, I gotta. Hold on, I'm almost on top of it.
on
I
the
gotta see
money. You
this.
see that? Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
200 views, baby.
200.
On the money.
No comments though. What the heck? No offense to anybody, but
Maybe no one knows how to bowl. That's why they're not commenting.
hey,
Maybe they just don't want to come on as a
thank you
guest
for those.
appearance since that's who we keep grabbing for guest appearances is people who comment.
Yeah, it's true. They're like, oh man, I don't want to
Oh,
go
I
on.
don't want.
What are these weirdos doing? Like,
Yeah, they don't
Jesus.
want to have. They don't want to have to offend one of us because they know the inevitable Chili's and Outback question is gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be probably Chili's, but I'm not gonna worry about that.
You're not gonna offend us. You're just gonna make us very heartbroken inside.
Yeah, we're just gonna tell you to go eat at the other restaurant or our restaurant for like every
Yeah.
day.
You know that wolf behind you's been kind of staring into my soul this whole time.
Yeah, I got that as a kid.
That's
'Cause
pretty sick.
I kept pestering my mom. I was like, I saw it at the Perry Fest. I was like, I want this painting. It's only $20, and then we literally had to like order it from the lady, and I had to pick it up at a different festival. And yeah,
Wow.
it's been hanging in my room ever since.
That's commitment, man.
Yeah,
That's
I was a
commitment.
very stubborn like 9-year-old. Why are you gonna give up on my painting?
No, you really can't. I mean, yeah. I mean, again, just goes to show you how all runners are exactly the same. We're all
Yeah,
stubborn, nut jobs.
yeah.
You meet a runner who wasn't stubborn?
No,
Doesn't happen.
doesn't happen.
Does not happen. And, speaking of your little display there, your Outback hat, it almost looks inverted. Like
Yeah,
because
it's
of how
real.
flat this guy.
Hold on. Yeah, I'll bring this over. It's a really sad looking out backpack. It's really flat. It's like a pop balloon.
Oh, that is just elite.
Looks like somebody rubbed it on the ground a little bit. Maybe rubbed it on the grill like for 20 minutes or something like that, and just like
Look like someone just took a dump on it with all the dirt
yeah.
away for a second.
Honestly, yeah, it looks like somebody just threw it in a dog crap and rubbed it around really quick and just like threw it in the washer and nothing came off of it.
But at least they give you extra hats.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't gonna get an extra hat until I asked about it. Oh no, my voodoo doll fell. Oh no, I gotta save it.
Oh no, come on. That must have hurt.
Yeah, still got a mini case. Yeah.
Did you take your Jack Baby? I forgot if I still had that or not.
Oh, is that in my car? Oh no,
It
you
might
might
just
still have
still
it.
be in my room back home. So I didn't
Yeah,
bring
you might
those.
still be in your room. All right, Ryan, I'm gonna need you to tell me how I can climb up to your window and grab your jacked baby.
I'll have my sister pop the screen out for you.
This sounds good.
She should be able to it. Jack Babies, that was a weird rabbit hole we went down, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what happens when you get time travel and possessing people into the same conversation.
That's true. It all started with time travel, didn't it?
Always starts with time travel.
And our minds are kind of in weird places, aren't they?
Oh, we're runners. We're not normal.
That's fair. That's very fair. Um, so speaking of running, the other thing we wanted to talk about today was running movies. What are some of your top ones there?
So, I think like a year ago I watched this movie called Gun Runners. So it's about
Yeah.
these people come from Kenya. They steal people's cows, crazy enough, to make money. And then it was making a living out of doing that. Like they became runners afterwards. And were
Wait.
focused.
So there's just stealing cows for a living?
They were stealing cows for a living, and then somebody came up to them and said, "You look like you'd be a good runner." And then all of a sudden they made it big in Kenya off running.
What the Wait, were
Yeah,
they like running with the cows? Like, how did anyone even make that connection?
well, okay, so it started out with so they would have like AKs and stuff like chasing down people's cows because cows go for a lot of money in Kenya,
Yeah.
right? Like makes sense, food. And then yeah, they would just do that, and somehow they end up getting into running. I don't remember if somebody asked them or they saw a program or they just want to get out of the life of almost dying every night,
Yeah. Man,
which
stealing cows for a living, that'd be intense.
that would be intense, especially when other people are shooting at you the whole time.
Yeah.
But honestly, my favorite movie has to be the Prefontaine movie, good old classic.
Which one? Because is it Without Limits, or I think there's one just called Pre?
I think it's Pre.
Okay. I have not seen that one. I've seen Without Limits, but I haven't seen just the Pre one.
Wait, is the one with okay? It's the one where yeah, it shows him starting out in high school in Oregon.
Yeah, I think Without Limits does too. But wait,
Maybe I saw Without
I think
Limits.
one was like in the 70s, right after he died, and one was in the late 90s, if I remember right.
If Pre's the one, I saw the one where it
Without
started in
Limits,
high
Pat
school.
Porter plays Laissez Faire.
Oh shoot.
Riley, what's going on?
Hey guys.
How you doing? This is our guest appearance, ladies and gentlemen, from Stockbridge High School, Rylee Tolson.
Hello.
Glad to have her on today. So, so how's your training been going this winter? I know, not indoor meets maybe, but how's your winter training going?
Yeah, it's very odd, different. Normally I'm, having basketball games on Fridays and then heading out to indoor meets on Saturdays, but no indoor meets. I'm just kind of maintaining for outdoor track, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely. How's basketball going for you?
We just started this week. We had our first practice Saturday, and then we had our second practice today. And we're not allowed to have any games until February. So
Oh,
we're
really?
just kind of running a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so yeah, Riley, you were a three-time regional champ so far. What
Mhm.
was it like winning regionals your freshman year?
It was really scary. So I of course had Lainey Bloom, which she was on last week, right?
Yeah, we had her on.
Yeah. So I had her in the race freshman year, and of course I ran against her all throughout middle school, and it was definitely big expectations, and I knew that she was, of course, a very good runner. And going into the race, I just kind of had this plan on sit on her, sit on her, sit on her, and then that last half mile take over, which that's kind of been like always my plan, like for a lot of big important races. So that's exactly what I did, and it worked out. So, yeah.
There you go. So obviously we talked about indoor being shut down, but for outdoor and even for your senior year, what are some of your main goals that you've thought about?
Um, yeah. So I had this goal last year. I still haven't broke 5 minutes in the 1600, so that's a huge thing that I want to do this year.
Yeah.
I also definitely want to get sub 10:30 in the 3200 because my PR right now is 10:38. So definitely lowering that would be a huge goal.
Yeah. Was that at the state meet a couple years ago?
Uh, it was at the indoor state meet last year, I think.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, so yeah, you were a state champ your sophomore year in cross country, which is amazing. So yeah, how did that feel, and how has that like affected how you look at your future in running, or just how you look at
Yeah.
sports in general?
So being state champion was definitely a huge thing. I think that I just so happened to be there at the right time, and I was in the right mindset, and I had the right training, and I just happened to be there at the right time and in the right place. I think a huge part of that also was the race plan that I had with my coach leading like into state meet. So going into the meet, there wasn't really like any number one, like this person's gonna win it, like that's it. Um, there were like 5 or 6 of us that were right there. So my plan was really just sit and sit and sit, just like I always do, and then that last half mile take over, which yeah, that's kind of what I do in a lot of races.
What do you think about next cross season? Is that you gonna be state champ again?
I'm definitely looking forward to it and hoping. Hopefully no COVID,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah.
Fingers
So
crossed.
I definitely hope so.
Yeah. So speaking of COVID, what'd you do all during, the first quarantine with the stay-at-home order when everyone kind of went nuts last March, April, May? What was the thing for you?
Yeah. So I did have a bit of an injury. I don't know if you saw my states post, but when I said I started in a boot, um, so
Yeah.
last spring I was diagnosed with a stress fracture. And so I spent all the way up until August just biking, swimming, core workouts, upper body workouts, and that's it.
Up until August? Wow.
Yeah. So I didn't have any running until August. So it really threw my entire season off. But I still think I'm really proud of the times that I did run last season.
So you couldn't even go out for runs during quarantine. You just had to sit inside and just like, oh my gosh,
Yeah, pretty much.
that's tough.
Yeah. Yeah, getting back more into your team aspect of running, do you have any like crazy team rituals or
Mhm. Um, well, we have like initiation, but I'm not allowed to tell you guys about that.
Okay.
oh yeah.
Um,
In case middle schoolers are watching.
yeah, get ready for that, guys. And also, the new people this year because we weren't able to do it this year.
Oh, so that's still coming.
Yeah, just watch out for that. Um, but besides like pre-race chants and stuff, not very much. This year we kind of got into like sock kind of thing where we had like these fun Halloween socks and I don't know.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, whatever works. So you talked about how you play basketball also.
Mm-hmm.
Well, other than that, what do you do when you're not running? Like obviously running probably takes up an insane amount of your time, but what are your hobbies, outside of running?
Um, Well, I do read a lot, and I recently picked up Alexi Pappas's new book, Bravey. Have you guys heard about that?
I'm not. You.
Well, it's a really good book. It's like a lot about running and your mentality, and yeah, it's really, really good so far. So I do a lot of reading. My classes take up a lot of time just because I definitely push myself in the classes that I do take.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't really do much else.
Yeah. Hey, check out that book though. What was it called again?
Yeah. Gravy by Alexi Pappas.
All right, there you go. A little product shout out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so kind of like getting away from running a bit. So kind of has to ask this because Ryan and I are curious. Did you have like any crazy gym equipment in elementary school? Like I gotta know. Like I've asked quite a few people and haven't gotten really anything really out there. But
Um, yeah. So Dalton's at Kobiak, and I went to the same elementary school.
Oh,
So
that's
we didn't
true.
have the rope or anything. We just had like this little rock climbing wall thing.
no,
Yeah, I forgot they went to the same high
yeah,
school.
I kind of
Yeah.
forgot.
So no one's had the rope, so that really sucks for us.
Yeah, it's
We went to a weird school.
yeah 0. Oh, and 0 for rope.
So when did you start running? And when did you really start getting serious about it? Because I know, like for me, when I started running and when I started getting serious was not at the same time. So what was that for you?
Um, so my dad was a really good runner in high school and college. Um, so he never really pushed me towards running from a young age. I was kind of always like a soccer kid. So
Okay.
the first time I really went on my run was like a mile when I was like 5 years old, and I absolutely hated it, and I couldn't keep up, and I was dying. But so I didn't really run after that up until so I did play soccer a lot. Um, and that kind of my dad was kind of like, hey, you know how you're always beating all the girls down the soccer field and dribbling around them, and like they can't keep up with you. I was like, yeah. He was like, you should try cross country. So seventh grade, I tried cross country, and it kind of just exploded from there.
Took off. So
No.
what? But when did you like? From the beginning, were you just all in, or was there kind of a period where you're like, I don't know if I want to, just hurt all the time, or was it right away like I just want to do this?
Yeah, so for me, I've always been like kind of all in with everything that I try. So it was just kind of like from the beginning, that's it.
And there you go.
Nice. So yeah, we kind of, Shiawassee is like a weird area where you have a whole bunch of different mixtures of roads and sidewalks and stuff. So when you run, do you prefer like dirt roads, paved roads, or like sidewalks?
Um, I tend to run on pavement a lot just because of like where I'm at. It's sorry, where I'm at is like just mostly pavement, but I do like running on dirt roads a lot. Like if I have the option, that's probably where I'd go.
For
Yeah.
sure.
What about you, Case? What's your? Because that's definitely my. I'm a dirt road guy.
Yeah, same. It's a little bit softer than pavement, so.
There you go. Do you have a go-to pre-race meal? Like whether it's a team
Um,
tradition or just your own personal thing, like before every meet?
we normally have team meals, so pasta parties and whatever the family that is hosting chooses to make. But the morning of, I always eat chocolate chip pancakes. Like no matter what, no matter where I'm at, I will go get chocolate chip pancakes.
Man, we should start doing that. Maybe that's the secret. That's why she's a state champion. Chocolate chip pancakes. Something about them.
All right, so each runner has their favorite brand of shoe. I'm a Brooks person personally, but do you have a favorite shoe brand?
um, when I first started out running, I really liked Saucony, but now I've kind of transitioned to Asics.
Okay. Is that for training shoes and spikes too, or do you do different for?
Spikes are always Saucony.
Okay, okay.
I don't know.
What made you want to switch to Asics?
I think I just like wanted to try something different. I'd been training with Saucony for years, so I just wanted to try something new.
Yeah, there you go. So obviously you're only a junior.
Hmm.
And you got a lot of left of high school ahead of you. But how's your college search going? Have you started that? And if so, where are you looking?
Yeah. Hold on. So I made a list of all the colleges that I've like that have like reached out to me and I've communicated with, and I also have a binder full of like, yeah.
Wow,
I take this
that's
seriously.
pretty intense. So, but are those all on the table right now, or have you narrowed it down at all?
So on that list were definitely some like local colleges, but I definitely want to go to a D1 school. I'm not sure where exactly yet. I'm keeping my options open, but it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Hopefully, tours open up pretty soon here. We can actually go to
Yeah,
campuses and see what's up.
yeah.
So, earlier on in the show, we talked about winter running and stuff like that. But do you have any favorite season for running?
Ooh. So my favorite season has always been fall. I just love like, I don't know, the leaves and it gives you something to look at and like Halloween decorations. I don't know. I just love fall.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. It's always a great season.
So, do you have? I mean, this is probably going to be an impossible question to answer, but do you have one memory of your running career that is your favorite memory?
Think about that one. I'm not sure. There's so many memories and so many like different, I don't know. It's so hard.
Yeah, that's a tough question. I don't think I can answer that. That's good though. That there's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of just like one good one. Um hmm. Oh, so last summer, we started like a running group, because we weren't actually allowed to have practices.
Yeah.
So one day the guys brought a basketball hoop to practice, and the superintendent showed up and was like, "Hey, you guys can't be doing that here," because we were in the like high school parking lot. We were
Yeah.
playing basketball and just having a good time. And he was like, "Hey, you guys can't be doing that here. Go somewhere else." And so we weren't allowed to play basketball anymore.
So, did you actually like pick up the hoop and go somewhere else and just continue, or did you just get out of there?
We just kind of packed the basketball hoop up, finished practice, and then
Oh.
left. Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, going on more of distance running, what's like the farthest you ever ran, or have you ever tried going out for seeing how far you could go?
Yeah. So I'm not really a big distance person. The farthest I've ever ran, like at one time, no stops, was 9 miles. Like that's it. I've never gone farther.
Hmm.
Okay. Um. So this also might be. I'm giving you some hard questions here, but
Mm-hmm.
what's your biggest motivator? Through your running
Mm-hmm.
career, like what's the thing that keeps you going out on the roads?
Yeah. So I'm definitely a person that has big dreams. Like, ever since I was little, I've wanted to go to the Olympics. Like it at first I wanted to be part of the Olympic soccer team. But once I started running, it transitioned to running. So I definitely that's the end goal, to go to the Olympics, to experience the things that a lot of people don't get to experience, and just to have fun. Um, I have big dreams and I know how much work it's going to take to get there. And so just having those goals for myself is really motivating.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you're racing, you know, fictional people that you're running against in the future out on those trails,
Yeah.
man, that definitely can help you pick up the pace a little bit.
Yes, definitely.
So yeah, you talk about having big dreams for the Olympics, and so you also play basketball. I don't know if you're just aiming for running now, or if you're still thinking about trying to pursue basketball as an option later on.
Yeah, I think basketball is kind of just like a filler sport for me.
Okay.
Um, of course, I love it, and I have fun, and the girls are great, and I love my team. But it's definitely like I think it's more about the team aspect and learning to work with other girls that I am aiming towards. I'm not so much aiming towards. I'm not that good at basketball. If I'm putting it bluntly, I'm not good. But I love the atmosphere that it provides.
Yeah. How's the basketball team looking this year?
Very good. Tell the Perry girls to watch out.
I will. So do you have a favorite workout in terms of, tempo runs, fartleks, or an interval length that you just love to do?
Well, there is this one workout. We call it Bigfoot. Everybody on the team hates it but me. It's 4 minutes, 4 times, and you basically run as hard as you can. And our coach puts up signs around the loop that we do. And the signs tell you what time, what pace you're going for. So, say my goal at the end of the season is to hit 17:30. I try to get to that 17:30 sign every single time.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically like a race, but you're going a little bit faster and you're not going as long.
Yeah.
It kills.
That sounds terrifying.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of Bigfoot, I don't know if you ever got a chance to go out to the old Perry course, but Sasquatch Hill and your thoughts on Sasquatch Hill.
Yeah, I've raced on Sasquatch Hill a couple times during middle school and then my freshman year. It's killer. There's nothing else to it. You're gonna die.
It's not a fun time. The fact that you have to do it twice is just ridiculous. To me. I never understood why we couldn't just do it once and reroute that thing somewhere else.
Yeah.
I remember my freshman year when we ran it. I didn't know we had to do it twice. I thought we only had to do it once because I was still in that middle school mindset.
Yeah.
And so, I went out you only had to do it once, and I died.
Yeah, that must have been pretty heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So, we got to get to it. The inevitable question, Chili's or Outback for you? What's the preference there?
I've never been to Chili's. So, Outback.
Do you actually like Outback, or are you just saying that because you've never been to Chili's?
Well, I guess I can't have an opinion then, right? Because I've never been to Chili's.
Well, what's your favorite restaurant?
I think it kind of depends on the day. Sometimes I'm in I don't know, in Coney Island mood, and other times I'm in an Arby's or a KFC mood. I don't know. It just depends on the day.
But either way, Outback's not your favorite restaurant, though?
Probably not.
Well, okay. So that's some consolation to me. Wasn't Dalton the one who hadn't been to Chili's, Case?
Yeah.
So what's up with Stockbridge then? We got to figure this out.
There's just not a Chili's in our area. We go to Jackson, and I don't know. Maybe there's not a Chili's in Jackson. I don't know.
That's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
So there you go. Outback's more widespread, Ryan.
So I'm down 3-1, aren't I? That's
Yeah, technically speaking.
We gotta start getting better guests. Did you have anything else you wanted to ask her?
So, we talked about this a little bit earlier on in the episode. What's your thoughts on listening to music while running?
I personally never listen to music, but I think that's just because I don't have a good way to. I feel I don't have AirPods or anything, and I have a Samsung phone, so they wouldn't work anyway. But so I think that I don't have a good way to do it, so I don't do it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But when I'm long runs with the guys, they tend to take one guy will be carrying a phone, he'll be the DJ, and then another guy will be carrying a little speaker, and that always is kind of fun because the guys will start singing along, and how it goes.
We know how that goes. So, how many of the guys do you just host in workouts?
Well, I
Just
kind
gotta know.
it depends. So if we're doing like a speed workout, most of the guys are faster than me because well, I'm not a sprinter.
Yeah.
But if we're doing a longer workout, I got all of them. Maybe not Dalton, but most of the time.
Yeah. Well, there you go. State champion. I think that's about all we had for you. Was
Yeah.
there anything you wanted to ask us? I think that's about.
Did you guys ever solve the voodoo doll thing?
No, we didn't. No, we did
No,
not.
no, actually,
No one hit us up. We kept asking, and no one did. So I'm very disappointed,
yeah.
personally. I really wanted to know. We actually tried it, but nothing happened. So
Mm, okay.
we'll figure it out, though. We just gotta get some more viewers, and one of them will
Yeah.
know. One of them will hook us up. Well, yeah, I think that's all we had for you.
Okay.
Appreciate you coming on the show. Thanks a lot. It
Yeah.
was good talking to you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you bet.
Best luck for
Uh,
track season.
yeah, good luck in track.
Looking forward to it.
All right.
Oh.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. Guest appearance number
Uh, 4.
4. 4. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, good at math.
We can do math. We can count.
Uh, yeah, can we count? I don't know. We're runners.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of
I'm
just
not.
guess the mileage and just go for it.
Yeah. Counting is not really in our repertoire of things.
No, we have somebody else count the laps for us in track. That's the.
That is literally, we have the starter flip the thing.
Yeah, we have them flip the
Or we have
thing
Mr. Peabody shoot the gun at our leg.
Yeah, I can't get over that. I just
Do
every
you have
single
flashbacks from that when you go to sleep at night and you're just like,
Oh, I have flashbacks when I'm running because I always made sure to step on my right leg so it was away from my left leg wasn't down when Peabody shot it because he's shooting at your foot. So I'm like,
so you're like speeding up your cadence just to make sure your leg's on the right side during the
yeah,
start line? That's
yeah,
elite. That is elite.
I had to flinch every time.
Yeah, he keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, if I hear a loud
Or
bang,
off your toes if he just blows your leg off.
yeah, I was scared of that in middle school. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was actually shooting like actual rounds into the track.
We had a guy in middle school starting the race, and he wanted a girl to move from lane 2 to lane 1, and he pointed the gun at her and said, "You move," and she was like, and she looked terrified. I don't know if she didn't know that there was nothing in that gun, but
So
still, when you get a gun pointed at you, even if it's a starting gun, you're still gonna
yeah,
flinch a little bit.
I mean, I can't even imagine just like, yeah, you move, get over.
Get over there now!
Ground.
we should be officials and do exactly that.
You're
Just open
DQ.
M4.
Like an M4 and then tackle them if they get disqualified.
No,
Like, get back on the
we
lead.
should start the race with a cannon. You know how awesome that'd be?
Oh, okay. So you missed this out. So you went to the Corunna Early Bird when it moved to Shiawassee County Fairgrounds.
Yeah, I was never at it when it was at the high school.
When it was at the high school, they used a cannon. Like
A
I
legitimate.
remember when my brother was running there and my sister was running there, they used a cannon to start the race,
What the hell?
and that was
Dude, I would have killed a person to be there.
the most BA thing that I've ever seen. Yeah,
That's electric.
those were good times. That's where I actually won my first medal at the original Chronic course.
Well, there you go. Because the cannon probably got you fired up inside.
Oh yeah.
Because did you know that was about to happen, or did all of a sudden just a cannon went off?
So I already, I'd seen it for like a few years because
Oh, that's true. It was your
my
sibling.
brother's way older than me, so I wasn't even running. But like it was like I was in 4th grade and they're having a kids race, and I was like, okay. I just kept up with the high school runners because in my mind I'm like
A stud.
I can keep up with them. I got this. And then I dropped off after that. That was my peak in life. I peaked in 4th grade.
Fourth grade.
4th grade peaked.
Hey, fourth grade. I think we all thought we were pretty sweet.
Oh, we were pretty
We
sweet.
all thought we were big shots.
Oh, we were.
Yeah, we didn't think we were. We actually were.
Oh, we actually were.
We were
Yeah,
studs.
we're Perry runners. Come on.
Harry fourth graders are studs. That's
Depends on who you're
not
talking about.
anymore. When we
Yeah.
were fourth graders,
What? There's like 40 people in a grade now.
Yeah, it's getting low. I think my grade was the biggest grade in our high school all 4 years that I was there, and we had about 130.
Whew,
And
that's
I think the next biggest is like 90. And I know it's been going down. Like kindergartens are down to a lot less than that. Bring your kids to Perry. We need students.
we we need random smart kids and random good runners. That's all we need.
Also, don't bring your kids to Perry because we don't have enough teachers. So we only
Yeah,
have 60 kids in a class.
yeah. We also have Jubilee Park nearby the school.
Yeah, don't go to Jubilee Park unless you want to get arrested because there will be some suspicious activity going on in Jubilee Park at any
Yeah,
given time.
yeah. Very, very suspicious. Yeah,
It's an interesting place.
yeah. Yeah, it is.
You have the
It doesn't.
sledding hill at City Hall though. That was always electric,
Oh yeah.
real electric.
But you missed it out. So Troy and I got to go sledding this past week because we found a random sled.
You just found a sled.
We
How did
found
you
well,
manage that? Did
well
you steal
okay.
a
So
sled from some little kid?
no, no, no. Okay, so here's how it started. So we found a tire on a run like a while back, and we
As we do.
brought it back, like threw it into Troy's truck like you do. You take tires. That's what I do. I'm really good at finding tires and getting tires on runs.
It's a gift.
So we're like, we're gonna try to slide with the tire. You're gonna sit on a tire and go down a hill.
That'd be
That doesn't
awesome.
work.
Oh.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, I guess the
Uh,
tire's not gonna move.
yeah, it doesn't move. So then we rolled the tire down the hill, and then behind the hill in City Hall, we found a sled, like a partially broken sled, and we're like, good enough for us.
Boom.
Yeah, so then we were trying to see if we could sled as far as the tire rolled, and that didn't work. That thing rolled pretty far.
Yeah, I can imagine. There was one time in like middle school, actually I think it was like elementary school. We were at City Hall sledding, like me and a bunch of my little friends, and because we were idiots, we had me lay on my stomach on the sled,
Hmm.
um, and then everyone piled on top of me, like 6 people, and we just went. And everyone stayed on the sled all the way down, but my face is just popping out in the front because I'm on my stomach and everyone's on top of me. And these two moron girls, little girls, are sitting at like our age. We're sitting at the bottom of the hill, and I
Oh
was
no.
like, I started screaming like "Mom!" And they're like 8 years old. They look up, they're like, "What?" And my face hits the sled, and I'm just out. I'm just done. I just laid there for like I don't even know how long. I might have just blacked out, but
Oh no.
I was walking by all these adults, and they were like gasping it when they saw my face because it looked pretty rough. I was pretty banged up, but that's what happens when you just make rough decisions.
Yeah, that's what happens when you sit on the bottom or you lay on the bottom of the sled while everybody sits on top of you.
I really deserved it.
Yeah, kind of.
Those girls probably saw me, but also, what the hell are they doing sitting at the bottom of the hill? I don't know.
Yeah, nobody. No, no,
Not a lot of intelligence going on there that day between any of us.
no, not. Honestly though, let's be honest. We would do that now if we could.
That's the problem, is we definitely would.
Well, like, okay, so Riley talked about how she had like initiations and stuff like that for her track program. We had that for ours. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about my legit one because that's a Perry secret that I took an oath to not spread.
Okay.
But no, like one of the other things later on to get initiated for track, we found like a plastic fridge, like the toy ones, and I had to go down the back of Jubilee Park's hill on that plastic fridge.
Wow.
That was not fun.
That
Like,
sounds. Wait, the back of Jubilee Hill?
yeah, so it's like a straight drop down.
Yeah, that's like just a.
Yeah, and they're just like, yeah,
What?
kids, you got to do it. And they just started shoving me down the hill, and I said, okay, here we go.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
You
a
gotta.
choice.
When you're a freshman, you gotta just do it. That sounds bad because now people are gonna be okay with getting hazed, but I mean,
Don't call it hazing, call it respecting the upperclassmen.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the way.
Don't respect the upperclassmen so much that you like end up taking like 15 shots. Just don't do illegal things.
Don't. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I
Don't
don't
do
know.
harmful things. We'll be good at that.
Yeah, no harmful things. No, nothing
Don't
that.
kill yourself.
Nothing that's
Go
so.
down the go down Jubilee Hill in a plastic fridge. Do that, but don't like
I mean,
start stabbing yourself.
that was potentially like super harmful to my health, but don't do anything that's like you know could be life threatening.
Just don't lose. Don't die.
Just don't be bad.
Don't climb a rope all the way to the ceiling because that's life threatening.
Well, clearly it wasn't since nobody got injured. So like,
Yeah, but that's because we were studs. Remember, we were fourth grade studs.
oh, we were studs. We were absolute studs. I missed
All
that rope.
people, just specimens.
Yeah, yeah. Granted, wait. Oh, that's right. You only went to Shasburg for like 1 year.
Just kindergarten. I don't remember much of it because I got concussed. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Hey, it
yeah,
happened.
yeah. Kindergarten at Shasburg was weird. Ah, whatever. Good old days.
Did you go to preschool at Shasburg then?
No, I went to a preschool at a church.
Wait, so did I. Which church?
Emmanuel in Lansing.
Okay, that wasn't mine.
No,
Preschool was a trip though.
preschool was lit.
It was legendary.
Preschool was like the best time of my life.
I kind of miss preschool. Let's go back to preschool, dude.
Yeah, honestly, I had like a friend named Luke, and all he did was make R2D2 noises.
And you couldn't
That's all I
talk.
knew about him.
Luke have some mental problems.
No, he was just the coolest kid of all time.
Oh, he's just a legend. We got to find where Luke is now.
Yeah, yeah, I don't want to know because I can only
If you're
imagine.
watching, man, if you're out there, hit us up. We'll have you on as a guest appearance. It'll be the Luke
Yeah,
special.
if your name was Luke and you went to Emmanuel like 15 years ago, let me know.
Because he's probably just died in some legendary fashion by now.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, because I never saw him again after that once I left. But I did see another person I knew from that at like a 5K like 7 years later.
From preschool.
Yeah,
Wow,
super
that's
random.
impressive that you remembered him. We got to You got to like. Do you have like a preschool yearbook or anything like that?
Maybe
If you can find his last name, we can probably find him. Hunt him
I have to
down.
check with my parents on that one.
Because I don't think I have a preschool yearbook. I think it's just like there's like a class picture and no one's names.
Yeah,
But I remember some of the people. I just don't remember really who they were or anything. But
yeah,
we should be preschool teachers.
oh
We could just
yeah, yeah,
be in
we should.
preschool forever.
I think we would just force them to run.
Yeah, we'd make them mud wrestle.
Actually, no, we'd make them play tackle football, then mud wrestle.
But would that not be electric? I mean, that's basically Jack Babies right there. Same principle.
Wait a second. Figured out the secret. We can make jacked babies now. We become preschool teachers, and then we make them do body weight exercises to get, physically fit. Then we make them lift once they're ready for lifting. Man, could you imagine seeing a preschooler bench like the bars? Like
You are a genius. That's happening, man. That's happening.
benching their own weight. And
They're benching each other
then the parents are like, "Why is my kid jacked?" And you're like,
because of me.
"Because
They're
because
Jack
we
Babies.
do. We're good coaches."
That'd be elite.
Then they'll be like, "Why are you guys not teaching them anything?" We're like, "We are
We're
how to
teaching them
survive.
muscle mass.
We're teaching them how to survive. Your kid can't write, but that's okay. They can figure that out on their own."
Well, we talked about, making liquid calculus. So we just inject them with that, and then we have the rest of the day to just get yoked.
Yeah, I can just imagine like you inject them with that, and their eyes just roll back, and they're just laying on the ground for like 3 hours straight, and then they just get up.
Yeah, they just get up and just motor.
Yeah, just get up and motor.
That's what I gotta do. If you're feeling like you don't want to work out today, just get up and motor. It's really the simple solution.
Yeah, just honestly, you just do it. Nike has it right. You just do it.
If everyone in the universe would just get up and motor, the world would be a better place. I'm convinced.
Yeah. If
Having a
everybody,
bad day, just get up and motor. And
yeah,
your bad day won't be so bad.
you think running's hard, just stop thinking it's hard and go do it.
Exactly. You just have to stop. Just the less thoughts you have when you're a runner, the better. Number one, because our thoughts are insane and demented and weird. Number two, because if you start thinking, you're going to be thinking, this is stupid. Why am I doing this to myself? And you're going to stop doing it to yourself, and you're going to be slow. No one wants to be slow. People want to be fast. So just get up and motor, and all there's to it.
Exactly.
Just like if everyone would just shut up, like just shut the heck up. If the whole world would just shut up for one day, wouldn't that be pretty sweet?
That'd be wild.
If no one could talk for one day, no one could voice their stupid opinions.
Uh, yeah. If everybody just went on a run for 24 hours, because, like, let's be honest, you don't talk much on runs except maybe to yourself. But
Well, there's always the banter with the boys, but after 24 hours, I mean, there's not gonna be much talking. There's gonna be a lot of wheezing. So
well, yeah, I don't know. Let's be honest. Once you're on like a 7 mile run, after like the first 2 to 3 miles, nobody talks.
that's actually pretty fair.
It is just dead silence of just
Yeah, the banter dies out pretty quick.
yeah. Well, not on 5 mile runs, weirdly enough, but you know,
Yeah, because yeah, if it's a 5 mile run, you know you're about to be done anyway. But if it's a 7 mile run, after three, you're like, all right, I better just shut up and
yeah, just push it. Just go as hard as you can.
just motive.
Just get it done.
Yeah, so if we got to get the whole world to just go for a run on the same day and see if all the problems get solved, or at least some of them.
Yeah.
So I think we might be successful in that endeavor.
Or we just get the whole world to mud wrestle for a day.
That'd be pretty cool too.
That
Just have
might
a
be
track meet where it's all 7 billion people in the world on the starting line, run a mile.
I don't know how that would work.
We'll make it work. Coach
Yeah,
Myron
that'd be
said he wanted to have a Darwin event where we had everyone from every school line up on the starting line and just go and just kill each other.
that'd be brutal.
Whoever
I mean,
survives wins.
if you're in the front, you're fine. Like you just have to go hard.
But if you're like in the middle, you're just done.
Or you're gonna get trampled. Yeah, you're gonna die.
Even if you're in the front, but if you're like on the inside of lane one,
Oh, you're dead.
if it's a waterfall, you're just gonna get destroyed. You want to be in the outside on the outside lane, in the front.
Yeah. Usually the worst spot to be is the best
But
spot.
yeah, yeah, in the Darwin event, it's the best spot.
We
Well,
should do that.
honestly, if you're in the very back too, you'd probably be fine. Although you'd have to hurdle a lot of trampled dead people.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the very back, then you just kind of stand there for like 20 minutes while everybody's trying to start.
You stand there, let everyone destroy each other, and then
Then you just kind of walk, and then you just win the race because the people out front got tackled by people in the middle.
yeah, because every single other person has now died, and you can just crawl to the finish.
Exactly.
It's not a bad idea.
Might work.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, with all 200 viewers, we can almost do it.
200 views.
200 views.
So what's the next milestone? I think the next milestone is 100 subs. Honestly,
Hundreds.
we got a ways to
Honestly,
go.
no, if we get 50 subs, that's a pretty big milestone.
What do we at? I think we're like 40 right now.
We're at 43, so we're getting pretty close.
Okay.
But 50 is pretty big. That's a,
Hey,
you
if
know,
you're watching this, just hit that subscribe button. We'll get there real quick because we know
yeah,
you're watching because there's 200 of you.
exactly. We know you're there.
Unless there's just that one person watching like 120 times.
It's just been us just clicking on it.
Well, to count as a view, it's like you have to watch for like 5 minutes or whatever.
Oh, really? Yeah, then yeah, I don't watch it enough then.
Yeah, I think I watched the show. Well, I don't think I ever actually watch it because we edit it and then we see it all and then plus we're actually here making it so we know what we said.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I've never went back and just listened to it. I just kind of just accept that it happened and
Especially right now because we can actually see ourselves. Like when we're filming back, the way we were last week and the week before, we can't like it's kind of hard to see yourself in the camera
yeah,
because we're looking at each other most of the time, talking to each other. So it's even more now. We can just kind of see what's going on.
yeah, for sure.
Got this sweet new massage gun. It's like a
Oh,
link.
you got one of those?
Oh yeah.
Bro, that's legit. Yo, did you see the people that have been like holding onto it and then just like mixing stuff with their finger?
Wait, what?
Yo, okay, so if you have eggs, so you grab it with your hand and then you just hold your finger in like the eggs and it'll, like mix the eggs and stuff. Like it works. Like it vibrates your finger fast enough to mix stuff.
That's crazy. And that kind of makes sense though.
I've seen videos of it. I don't know if it's like actually true or not, but it seemed to work for them. So
Friday night, the night before I got quarantined, there's this girl up here, and she attacked a guy with my massage gun, and it was pretty awesome to watch. He didn't know what embalming fluid was, and she was in such disbelief that he didn't know what embalming fluid was that she grabbed the massage gun and she attacked him with it, and it was a beautiful sight to behold.
question: was she a runner?
Nope.
Huh? Weird.
I mean, it's the UP. There's some weird things that happen up here.
Yeah, I mean, if you live in the UP, you're basically a runner.
Yeah, yeah, that's actually pretty fair.
'Cause you're isolated enough that you're basically there. You're basically in the wild mindset.
Yeah, yeah. Running is just such a primal um, thing that it is similar to being in the wilderness, middle of nowhere. But honestly, we haven't gotten buried that hard with snow, which is kind of surprising to me. I mean, you got the big old mounds from the parking lots and stuff being plowed, but we haven't gotten
Mm,
like the big one yet, like the 3 footer, which I'm waiting for.
I'm kind of I'm kind of surprised because you guys are pretty late in the season for that. Usually, you guys start doing that, early January.
It's been a slow snow season for sure. I'm kind of ready for it, you know. Gonna be some interesting runs, but maybe I'll get myself hooked up with some of those YakTrax and we'll be off and running, motoring.
hmm I'm not gonna lie, it's been a pretty mild winter so far. I was kind of expecting it to hit, 10 degrees right now, so it's kind of cold runs, but no, it's staying about 30 for the most part, and that's not too bad.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'll take it, but man, I almost want the cold runs to happen so we can have you know,
It just feels right.
yeah, it feels right when you have that little gap between your socks and your leggings, and you just have like a purple, like a line of purple on your legs.
That's why I switched to tall socks after my junior year because I had frostbite on both my ankles.
See, I haven't learned that lesson yet. I learned that I learned that next year.
It's like a battle wound though, like a battle scar, like a rite of passage. You get an ankle
Exactly.
frostbite because you wear short socks and leggings, or tights or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I'd
And then the
still take a negative 10 degree run over a 100 degree run though, any day.
oh, oh yeah, 100-degree runs, like 100-degree meets and stuff like that were the worst.
Once you start getting over 80, it gets tough.
Because I remember, what was it, my senior year at Corona. Yeah, I barely finished that race because I was so dehydrated. I basically had like the early onset heat stroke.
I remember that meet. They had ambulance, like 9 people got taken to the hospital.
Yeah, I was not doing well. I was struggling.
That was insane.
And it's mostly been ever since that. I sleep with like 4 blankets on every night to heat train.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I'm prepared. I'm prepared for something to happen again.
See, I also sleep with 4 blankets on, but I have like 4 fans going, so
Oh, I don't have any fans. I just,
not very energy efficient, but it's how I like it.
well, Ryan, I guess you could say you're into OnlyFans. I'm sorry, man. I had to crack it.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah, really, really reaching low for that.
Highlight of the show right there.
Yeah, honestly. If that's a clip, Ryan's into OnlyFans.
Yeah, no context, just
No,
I'm in
no
those.
context. Like, there's no context. This is the future of sports. Objective.
It's the way it goes.
Truly.
Anyway, we got about a half hour left of the show here. We had a couple questions that we became aware of recently. We thought they needed to be answered. And one of the questions is, if a turtle lost its shell, would it be naked or would it be homeless? Thoughts on that?
Yes, both. Because its clothes are its home. You know what I mean? Like that shell is its home. Technically speaking.
Yeah, because a turtle without a shell is just a lizard looking thing.
Yeah.
Do turtles really take shelter in like any like I don't feel like they really have homes at like beaver dams or like animal goes into a cave or something like that. The turtles really, I feel like they just go in the grass and because
Yeah,
that
they
shell
just
kind of is their home.
yeah they just hide in their shell and that's their home. So
So turtles never really leave home then.
no, they're always home.
See, that would make me think that it's their clothes because that'd be. But I
Well, like
guess.
well, it's both. It is both their clothes and their home.
But if it couldn't be both, which one would it be?
Ah,
What is it
shoot, I
more
guess
of?
it would definitely so it would have to be like their home first because they don't technically have like like a hiding hole or something like that they make. They just
Well, when turtles are turtles born out of eggs?
yes.
So when they're first born, do they have their shell?
Yeah, they're born with the shell, I think. Yeah.
Okay, because you wouldn't be born with clothes on, but you would be born in a building.
But like we're also not born out of eggs. So
It's a hard comparison to make.
yeah, we can never understand the life of a turtle.
If you're a turtle, hit us up.
If you identify as a turtle, it's 2021. Hit us up.
Turtle special.
Turtle special. I
Turtle
don't know.
special.
Ugh.
Do the turtle mile where we all get pet turtles and have them run a mile. We're going to be there for about 6 days, but the winner will be decided.
Gosh. They might die. They might run out of food.
They might have to take breaks.
Yeah.
If they can do one of our food miles for us, then they'll be their nutrients will be replenished. What do turtles eat? We got to figure this out. They eat cherry pie.
They're vegetarian. Well, it
Mm.
depends on the turtle, I guess. You have snapping turtles that eat other things.
Yeah. So what kind of turtles are we talking here?
Like if we're talking painted turtles, which are pretty common in Michigan for the most part, I
Yeah,
think.
I've seen a ton of those.
Yeah, then they just eat like vegetation.
We got to get the fastest turtle. Let's look this up here. What's the fastest
Isn't that like
turtle?
the pancake turtle?
Huh?
Isn't that like the pancake turtle, whatever it's called? I
I
think
do
there's something
not
like that.
know.
All right, let's see what the internet says.
All right, there's this turtle named Bernie who set the Guinness World Record for fastest top speed hit by a turtle at 0.63 miles per hour.
0.63.
So that is about a 100-minute mile.
Oh gosh.
So we'd only be there for 100 minutes. That's only an hour 40.
But that's the top speed. That's not
Yes,
even like
that's Bernie sprinting. We can't have Bernie sprinting for a mile. He'll die.
it would take a literal day, at least.
So if a human running a 4-minute mile, if their top speed is well, like 25, no, not that fast.
Not 25. No,
We'll,
it's
we'll
like
say 20.
15. No, it's 15, I think. Hold on.
No, I'm
Maybe.
saying like if they can run a 4-minute mile, what's their top speed if they're sprinting? Like what's the
Oh,
top speed they could ever hit?
that's what you meant. Nah.
Yeah, because 15 would be
Oh,
the.
it's like 20, 20. Yeah, it'd be about 20.
So we'll say 15, 20. So that's 80%. No, 75%.
Yeah.
So we'll do 75% of Bernie's max speed. His max speed is 0.63 times 0.75.
Yeah.
So his average mile pace is 0.47 miles per hour.
Wow.
So that'd be more like 120. Um,
That's 2 hours. That's okay. That's a little bit better. I
it's
can accept that one.
it's doable.
Yeah, yeah, it is. That it is.
Is Bernie still alive? You got to get a hold of him.
Probably not.
Yeah. Some turtles can live pretty old. But if he's such a warrior, absolute weapon of an amphibian, he might have died, a little younger.
Well, yeah. We also have
Fighting
to
for his
think.
life.
Well, if we're gonna race turtles, how do we keep them on the track?
I don't know. Once you figure out what they eat, we'll line the lane with their food.
Oh, we could do that. We could do that. But then they have to eat while going, and that slows them down quite a bit.
That's true. Maybe we'll just like put them on leashes and walk them around the lap like a million times. And then when it's race time, they'll already know. This
Oh,
is where I walk. This is my path.
I that made me go in a completely different direction. We call it the turtle mile. You have a turtle attached to you with the leash, and you should run a mile.
And you
I'm
can't
sorry.
hold the turtle in your hand. You got to pull it on a track.
Yeah, but you can't kill it. You have to make sure it's safe.
Yeah, if your turtle dies before you finish, you're disqualified.
Yeah,
That's actually a really good idea.
but then you have to eat your turtle. It's a lesson. You got to learn a lesson.
What lesson is that?
I don't know.
You just learn it. You don't ask. You just learn the lesson.
Save animals. Don't be bad. Don't lose.
So are we taking these turtles home and cooking them and eating them, or are we just chopping their head off right there? Just munching.
Um, I don't know. I mean, they killed the turtle. They're the turtle murderer at that point, so they have to figure it out themselves.
That's fair.
You don't murder turtles. You got to save the turtles.
And why are we eating them?
Well, why are we dragging them on tracks?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, we're also
Gotta
trying
get
to
it done.
turtles as well, so that's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, maybe okay, maybe don't use turtles.
Another animal.
Different animals.
What are the animals on the table here?
The wolf mile.
Don't get eaten by your wolf.
You have a 30-foot leash on a wolf, like connected to a wolf, and you have to outrun the wolf the whole time, but while only being 30 feet away from it the whole time.
That would be quite intense.
Exactly.
Hmm. I like it.
It's safe for the animals too.
Yeah, I mean, the worst thing that happens to the animal is nothing, because either they eat you or they don't.
Well, they might break a tooth while like chewing on your bones. That's like
Yeah,
the
but
worst.
they brought that on themselves.
Yeah, exactly. So, nothing. We don't really do anything bad to the animals, except maybe like
We love
indigestion.
animals. We just eat turtles sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. Yeah, I wonder if I mean, there's got to be some culture that eats turtles, right?
There's probably some people in America that eat turtles. I mean, people eat frogs, so I wouldn't doubt they eat turtles.
Yeah, see, eating frogs is just kind of weird to me. I don't know. Think of all the things you could eat, all the animals that you could indulge in. You're gonna pick frogs, not cows. I
That's why
don't
I
know.
don't doubt that people eat turtles. Well, if you live in like the bayou or something like that, you don't have cows.
Yeah, that's true.
So you have like turtles and frogs.
Catfish.
No, you also have
Everyone from
catfish.
the south loves catfish. I don't know why.
I've heard it's really good.
Maybe it's better down there. I mean, that makes sense.
Well, they're bigger down there too.
Yeah,
They have longer growing seasons.
yeah. What's the
So they grow
best fish you've ever had?
best fish.
Like, I don't know if you're a big fish guy or not, but
Okay, so my cousin says he doesn't remember this. So there's like a legal size bullhead that was right near the shoreline at this lake. So my cousin was like, "Yo, be quiet really quick," and then he flips it up onto shore, like
wow.
crazy, like flips this thing up onto shore. That's pretty awesome. And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna cook it up because it's not very often you flip a catfish up on the shore, so you
Yeah,
might like, because we have never caught a catfish at that lake previously before that. We have since, but that's a different story. But yeah, so he like Cajun pan fried it,
wow.
and that'd be probably one of the. I only got like a taste of it because it's his fish, he gets to eat it. But that one bite had to be the single best fish I've ever tasted.
Nice. For me, it was probably some trout that was obtained in an unethical manner. Because I was walking around. I think I was going to do my laundry or something, and there were some guys in the basement that I knew first semester, and they were like, "Hey, come here, we got some trout. You want to take a bite?" And I was like, "Well, yeah." And after I get done eating my piece, which was amazing, they told me how they got it, which was they're going fishing at Ashland Bay, and which is a bay up by the college here. And they
Yeah,
were out there for like 4 hours, couldn't find nothing. So then once midnight hit, they went to the kiddie pond, which is a pond for like 10 years old and under that they stock with fish.
Yeah.
And they went there middle of the night so no one could see when they caught just like 20 trout.
Oh no.
So probably not the best, morally whatever, but that was some good trout, I will say.
Yeah, it happens. I'm not
It
saying
does
it's right,
happen.
but it happens.
It does happen.
Tasted good. So,
It definitely.
in
They knew how to make
order,
it up too. They did it right. We actually have a game like a fish cleaning room in the basement of the dorm.
that's
Like
awesome.
you guys have an exercise room, we have a fish cleaning room.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's the difference between Michigan State and Lake Superior State.
I'll have to go up there and fish and
You should.
no,
It's a good time up here.
pick some
Some
stuff
good
up.
fishing. Got some walleye. Got some perch sometimes.
Okay, listen, I don't believe walleye are real.
Oh, really?
So my cousin I've jigged for them multiple times, but I just don't believe they're real. I've never caught one.
What's the biggest fish you ever caught?
Biggest fish had to be a 32-inch pike.
32?
Oh, wait, no, that's not even, wait, no, not 32-inch pike. That was like a 24. Nope,
Bro.
it was like a 32-inch carp. Like, this thing is massive. Like, I have a picture of it and everything, and it's such a big animal. It had to be at least 20 pounds.
Wow. I've never caught anything like more than a foot. I don't go fishing very often. I probably will more now that I'm up here, but that's insane. 32.
Yeah, honestly, if we ever get a chance, I have a place I can take you that I know, like, guarantee has catfish, or not catfish, carp, and like big carp. But they don't come very often, so you might catch like two in a day.
Hey, let's do it. Make a day
Just,
out of it.
just screw around in the park and wait for the
Play
rods
some
to
ultimate
go up.
frisbee.
Yeah, yeah, they're big carp. Like,
Let's catch some fish, and then we'll play some ultimate frisbee. And whichever team wins the ultimate frisbee like tournament or whatever, gets to eat the fish.
yeah, you don't really want to eat carp
No,
because
not if we're
about
going carp, but I'm saying like,
like other fish, yeah,
yeah,
for
let's
sure.
go fishing, and then yeah, no, that would not be the best.
Yeah, that'd be very you have to smoke carp to eat them, which I've heard is pretty good.
Fish mile.
Yeah.
Now, here's the question: how the hell would we make that work?
You get the fillet of fish from McDonald's.
Oh,
Four of those.
I was talking like turtle mile, like you're pulling a fish or something,
Oh, you're talking about fish mile,
like fish mile, raw fish mile, sushi mile, sushi mile. There we go.
yeah, okay, let's do it.
Have you had sushi before? I have not.
Quite a bit.
Do you like it?
It's not bad. It's just expensive.
Okay, 'cause I've never had sushi. Just raw fish doesn't sound too good to me. I'll try it eventually though, one day.
No, you gotta get it from a safe place, or else you can really get messed up by it. It's really just kind of
Yeah,
taking a risk.
yeah.
It's like the
Well,
people that like
it
eat
happens.
like the people that like suck down octopuses while they're alive. Just all the risk.
Kind of sus.
Those people are crazy.
If
Okay,
you're sucking on octopus, I don't trust you, man.
like, those people are just different breed.
You're just a little bit whack.
Different breed.
But we're runners.
We're runners. Yeah. I mean, I eat almost anything that's put in front of me. So
I know what that's like. It's a blessing and a curse.
it really is.
Just be
Yeah.
on the toilet for hours, but knowing that it was worth it or not. I guess that's up to the person to decide. But,
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
but yeah, we definitely gotta go fishing
Oh yeah.
that as soon as possible.
Oh wait, does that mean I might have to get a new fishing license for 2021?
Yeah, I do too.
That's the last thing I want to get caught by for the DNR is fishing license.
Yeah.
Because the fee that you have to pay is the price of a fishing license,
Wait
which
a minute.
isn't.
If you get caught without a license, all you gotta do is just basically pay for a license.
Yeah, but you have to pay a fee and then you have to buy a license.
Also, it's just double.
Yeah, you have to put all your fish back and then then you have to go buy a license, like pay a fee and then go buy a license, which isn't worth it in my opinion. I just
No,
buy a
just
license.
get the license and you're good.
No. Yeah, they're only like $10 or something crazy. Nothing like too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. Even like a year pass, it's like I think last year was like 26 or something.
Oh, it was actually 26. All right, that's not bad at all either. 'Cause I know I bought one last year. I just never really used it, sadly.
Yeah, I had year pass last year too, and it just I went fishing like 5 times. That was it.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know why we never fished at Geck Road.
Oh, in the river there,
Yeah,
we could have. We should
yeah,
have.
we should. When we get back in town, we'll have to hit that
Yeah, I
up.
mean it'll be warming up in May when I get back, hopefully. So
Oh, well, usually by May it hits like 80 for whatever reason.
yeah, just randomly, just happens.
Like it goes from like April where it'll be snowing on like April 31st or whatever, and then May 1st,
May
90
first,
degrees out.
like May 1st every year. Like the past like 4 years, it's been just smoking.
Just
Remember we had
yeah,
to meet at Leslie a couple my sophomore year on May 1st or something like that, and it was like 85 degrees.
yeah.
Of course, there's a video of us at track practice this year or this past year, 2020. We only had practice until March 13th, and no one had shirts on. So I don't know what was up there. If we were just being nuts or if it was actually warm. I don't remember.
No, it was not. I don't remember it being warm.
So
I
we
think we
were
were just nuts.
psychopaths.
Wait, maybe it was warm because I don't remember snow being on the ground for most of March last year.
Yeah.
Well,
I do remember April, we had some Google Duo calls where it was just like hailing for no reason.
yeah, it was like hailing, then it snowed, then it rained, and then it was just like sunny out
Then just
all in
me.
like 30 minutes, and we're like, it's not real. Weather's not real.
Weather's not real. Science isn't real. What else isn't real? We're just
Wait,
speaking facts over here in the Lane One show.
science isn't real, but you gotta learn your science. Remember,
Exactly. Well, again, learn the right science.
yeah, learn the right science.
I mean, if you learn the wrong science, it'd just be an absolute travesty.
Yeah, for real.
What are
Just
we
don't
gonna do?
lose.
Don't lose.
Don't lose.
Well, that's our lessons. Get up and motor. Don't lose. Learn the right science, not the wrong science. And
Exactly.
don't sit on voodoo dolls of your own self.
Also true.
Yeah. Well,
Also true.
well, I think that's about the show.
Yeah.
You got anything left?
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, boom. First virtual one in the books.
You know, that
I
went better than I thought.
I think that it succeeded.
That was a success,
I guess
honestly.
we really won't know until I see the recording and see if our audio will work. But we did a lot of test runs, and it ended up working out. So I think we'll be all set.
Yeah, internet went surprisingly well for all of that.
Oh my god, there was like no glitches at all. There was like a
Yeah.
couple times where you like one word I didn't hear, but even when we had three people on here when Rylee hopped on, it was smooth.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was impressive. So if
Wait,
you weren't using Wi-Fi between like 7 and 9 on Monday night, thank you because you helped us out.
yeah. Wait, did you get a random notification saying like free Zoom is over or whatever?
I got a thing. Yeah, it was like this is a gift. We're gonna let you record for more than 40 minutes, and I was like, well, thank you because if you didn't, then we would this show would not have probably happened.
Yeah,
It is still recording though. I see the thing going, so
yeah.
that
So
was
we're
full 120 minutes of
we're we're on
nonsense.
the we're probably on the edge of it right now.
Yeah,
So I guess we might have to figure that out for a future episode if it doesn't allow us to go the full time.
we'll find a way for you guys.
Yep. It's always for the viewers.
Yeah, all 200 of you.
Yeah,
Big number there. Big number.
really big number. That's a lot of people.
For only 5 weeks. Is this number 5? Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
because guest appearance number 4. That means we got our 5th episode.
Wait, no, this is six. This is our sixth episode. 'Cause
Okay, we had
had
the first one. We had the Christmas special was next, right?
yeah, Christmas special.
With Dalton.
Yeah, then we had Penske on the week after, and then it was Laney Bloom.
Yeah.
Oh wait, maybe this is the fifth week.
Yeah, and then yeah, unless we're forgetting one in there.
I'm just bad at math. Okay.
Again, we can't count. This has been
Um,
this has been established already.
yeah, I can do calculus, but I can't.
I mean, I feel like you don't do a lot of counting in calculus though. It's a lot more of like triple derivatives and stuff like that.
Yeah, I see a lot more like letters than I do actual numbers.
Oh, so you can read then.
Yeah, I can read. I can read math.
What a piece of dialogue that was. I can read math.
I can read math, kids.
Should be proud of that. I'm not really sure I can read math. It becomes difficult sometimes.
It's not fun.
It's been a while since I took a math class. So
No, yeah, I can imagine.
what are you gonna do? CJ Major.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, I think that'll about do it. Thank you guys
Yeah.
for watching. Let's get that subscriber number up, all right? Let's do it.
Oh yeah,
Um,
you guys got this.
yeah, you guys can do
Turn
it.
on your notifications if you are a subscriber, so you get our videos.
That's right. We'll try to get this one out. I don't know. It's gonna have to be Tuesday sometime, which is tomorrow for us right now. Hopefully by around noon or so. This is gonna be the first time uploading on Lake State Wi-Fi, so
Oh yeah, that's might.
we'll
Oh,
see. We'll see. Maybe we go quick, but we'll see.
I mean the Zoom call worked, so
Yeah, it makes me very optimistic about a quick upload. Honestly,
yeah.
like even you're like I'm clear because I'm the one recording this, but your picture is pretty clear too on this end,
Yeah.
and so was Rylee. So all right, it worked out. Anyway, we will see you guys next week.
Take it easy.
Take care.